Hey, house guests! Welcome to today's Big Brother 24 updates and spoilers. What is going on? Our house guests of the day are Robin S. Yesmi and Janet Joseph. Thank you both so much for the support. We could not do this without you. We appreciate it so much. So thank you again. And if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. It's only $1 for a holla. Woo! Vogue for Patreon. All right. I also want to thank yesterday's super chatters because that's another fantastic way to support our work. So Jefferson Tucker, Sean Davis, Ordered Steps, Bailey Almos, Amanda Kenny, and APB 1969. Thank you all so much for those super chats. And I see the super chats are popping today. My goodness. Thank you. Norm the Cat is back. Yay. Thank you so much. Jefferson Tucker, thank you so much. And he says, "Oh, hi. So glad I didn't make it in that crazy house this year. What a blessing in disguise." Right? Yeah, I'm happy for you because I think you would have been very unhappy. But thank you for the support. Gwen Jananian, thank you so much. And Gwen says this BB cast is such a mess. I totally agree. Can you imagine if we didn't have feeds for the first week, like previous seasons, and we didn't see the truth of everything that was happening, and then everyone's just like, Taylor's horrible, blah blah blah, and we didn't get the full story? Nuts, absolutely nuts. But I'm glad that we are seeing the truth, even though it is incredibly ugly. And Gwen, I just have to thank you again so much for all of the beautiful yarn and crocheting and knitting supplies. You are an angel. Thank you. Jefferson Tucker, thank you so much again. And he says, "What the F," I think, just turned on feeds. Taylor says, "They're all really good people. Why do I always do this to myself and mess things up?" Speechless. Taylor, no, it's not you. It's them. They're gaslighting you. It's so hard to watch. Oh my goodness. Oh, my fiance, Sean, thank you so much for the super chat. And he loves when I say no in Australian. No. Amazing. Okay. Thanks, guys. Let's get started because we have a lot to talk about. Okay. When we left off yesterday, they had the power veto ceremony. Michael used the POV on himself, and Daniel put Taylor up in his place. So we've got Taylor versus Terrence up on the block. Taylor was crying and upset, of course. Nobody gave her a heads up that this was going to be happening. They kept her in the dark, and it wasn't even that she was upset that she was nominated. She says that's one thing, if it was for game reasons or whatever. But apparently Daniel said in his speech that Taylor has been rubbing people the wrong way and that this is her chance to apologize to people. What the F did Taylor actually do? I haven't seen her do any of the things that these people are claiming. It's just nuts to me, and I feel so bad that she's going through this. It's not right. It's not fair, and it's gross. And it was honestly chilling to see Paloma talking to Taylor after the power veto ceremony. Paloma's telling Taylor, "We're breaking Big Brother this season because everyone's getting along. There's no animosity. We're all a big family. Like we're gonna be partying on a yacht in Greece after this." What does she think this is? Below Deck Med? No. But she's telling Taylor, "I'm your one friend in the house. I'm here for you." What? Okay, Paloma has been talking the most crap about Taylor out of anyone from night one. Night one feeds. Night one. What could Taylor have possibly done in that time to piss everybody off? Insane. Paloma's also trying to be like, "Oh, all of us girls, we wanted to work with you." No. She's rewriting history here. But Paloma is also the one spreading around the whole entire house that Taylor made up lies about her and is attacking her. So just to give you the context, allegedly, shout out to Jolene Lunzer and Busy Blue, love you both. Allegedly, Taylor told Monty that Paloma said they need to break up the group of big, strong guys. And Paloma has said this multiple times. There are receipts from the live feeds, but Paloma is denying it. I honestly don't know if she just forgot that she actually has said that, or if she is just lying her butt off because she doesn't want to admit to it. Either way, we got those receipts. But Monty is believing Paloma without even asking Taylor about it again. Monty did not want anyone telling Taylor about this whole situation until she hears about it in goodbye messages on Thursday after she's potentially evicted. Wow. So he's like not even giving Taylor a chance here to tell her side of the story. We're going to get into it in a bit, but it's not looking great for Taylor to stay. You never know what could happen with the vote. Plus, we don't know how the backstage twist is going to factor in. It might not be one of the nominees leaving at all. It could be Paloma, Alyssa, or Brittany. Who do you think America is voting for? Because I feel like everybody that watches live feeds, not everybody, but most people watching live feeds are voting for Brittany to have safety. But like, you never know what the casual viewers are going to do. They're going to do. So I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this vote. We'll see. But anyway, Taylor was crying and upset after the power veto ceremony. She has been gaslit to believe that she's done something to hurt these other house guests. It's so messed up. So she's talking to Daniel in the bathroom, and he's like, oh, I love you. Like, I want to get to know you more. You're amazing. You're taking this so well. I'm so proud of you. Daniel, really? And they hug it out. They say they love each other. After, Joseph was providing some words of comfort to Taylor. That was nice to see. Honestly, it's just been, as crappy as this is, it's just nice in a way to see that people are at least talking to Taylor now. This gives her more of an opportunity to talk to people and they'll actually listen. But Joseph is telling Taylor it's still so early in the game. People are looking for any little reason to put somebody up because we don't have that much to work off of yet. It could be any little thing. So he tells Taylor, you're a great person. Do not ever doubt that for a second. You're kind, you're gentle, you're a nice person. That's nice and all. It's really sweet. But let's not forget, Joseph was definitely talking trash about Taylor earlier. There were only a few people that were not really trash talking her. But anyway, Joseph tells Taylor, get your head in the right space. There's still time. There's still that backstage twist. You're a boss ass bitch, talk to people, especially people that you haven't really been talking to so far. Okay, so let's put a pin in that for now. Brittany is trying to make some moves. Brittany was talking to Monty at the Tiki Bar, and she's really nervous about this backstage twist. At one point, she was like crying yesterday because she's just so anxious about it. They have no idea what to expect from this twist. They don't know how it's going to work yet. So Monty says, I totally get that. I feel for you. So Brittany is looking to set something up here for the long term. Of course, she wants to be safe this week, but she also wants to set up for the future. So she lets Monty know, look, I'm pretty close with Michael so far. And Michael and I have been trying to figure out who we want to work with. We want to get something going. And we're looking for people with different skill sets than ourselves. And we want to find people that are going to have skill sets that will be complementary to ours. So Brittany is proposing an alliance of 4 with herself, Monty, Michael, and Paloma. And I just want to note, she has already pitched this to Paloma. And of course, Paloma was on board. She's not going to turn down an alliance. Anyway, Brittany says, look, we're part of different groups. I'm married. Michael's engaged. You and Paloma are single. We can work different parts of the house, different groups of people, and we can keep this way under the radar. We'll always be votes for each other. We'll be able to look out for each other, and we can take out each other's targets. So this is all sounding pretty good, but Brittany's telling Monty, you don't have to agree to anything yet. Just think about it, talk it over with Paloma, and, get back to me. So Monty says he is humbled that they want him in their alliance. It's very touching. It's really nice to get that feedback from people. And it looks like he actually starts tearing up about it, which is like super sweet. But I don't believe he gave a clear answer if he wanted to like go in on this alliance or not. He's got to think about it and talk about it. All right. So a little later, Joseph and Monty chat in the have not room. And Joe's like, all right, the way things are right now, it seems like no eyes are really on you, Monty, with the whole Taylor situation. Remember? Because Monty was going to Paloma and saying, hey, Taylor is telling me that you're coming after me. And then Paloma brought that to the whole house. It became this whole thing. So Monty is hoping it will stay that way and nobody's going to tell Taylor about it because she still doesn't even realize that that's part of the reason she's up on the block. I mean, it was pretty much decided by the point that that information came out anyway, but it definitely didn't help the situation. So Joe says, as much as I think Taylor is going this week, if she does end up staying and she finds out that you were involved in her going up on the block, your ass is grass with her. Those are his words. Monty agrees. He feels like, yeah, if Taylor finds out, she probably would try to backdoor me if she won HOH. So Monty says he feels like there's a very low chance that Taylor will actually be able to win back the favor of the house and get the votes to stay. But nobody knows how this backstage twist is going to play out. So this is why Monty wants to wait until the goodbye messages to explain why Taylor is going. Okay, so then it gets kind of interesting because Monty, maybe he's having some second thoughts here. He says, I love Paloma. We've been tight since the beginning, since night one. We were waiting out there in the porta potties. Did I say porter? I meant porta. Porta potties. And, we were chatting. It was good vibes, whatever. But he's been noticing that Paloma has been going off verbally lately. You think? Let's not forget that Monty was the person that Paloma was ranting about how she was going to win the money. She's figured out the game. She's cracked the code. She's going to invest in everyone's businesses when she wins the money. What? Who says that? Also, again, that is against the rules. But anyway, Monty's not sure if this is like a sleep deprivation thing or what. But Paloma is like all over the place right now. And a lot of people in the house and of course outside of the house have been picking up on that. So he's also kind of uneasy about Paloma because he saw that she was talking to Taylor one-on-one after the POV ceremony, and he's like, okay, is she telling Taylor about the situation, what's going on here? So he's not sure if he should talk to Taylor about it, if it's already out there. He's not sure if he can trust Paloma because she told him, oh, I was just talking to her on a friend level. Like, I didn't talk about any game stuff. But he's not sure if he can trust that. Trust that it's true. All right. So, meanwhile, and I just want to say, Paloma did not bring up that drama to Taylor when she was talking to her after the ceremony. But anyway, meanwhile, Taylor is chatting with Amira and Brittany, and Amira says, to be transparent with you, I thought that you were working with the guys. That's why I never opened up to you. I didn't know where you stood. So Taylor says, I haven't been able to get in those guys' heads. She wanted the guys to think that she's a guy's girl so she could try and get information from them and bring it back to the girls. But she didn't do a good job of communicating that plan to the girls. They didn't know about that. So she says, I kind of dropped the ball there. But Taylor says, I've been trying to find you guys, you gals, throughout the house. I would walk through the house looking for everybody, but either the rooms would be empty or people would always disperse when I would walk in, and that sucks. It's not a good feeling. But Taylor says from the beginning of this process, like even from the beginning of the casting process, she has said that she wanted to play a girl's game. And Amira and Brittany are like, yeah, we said that too. So Amira says, I wish you would have come over to us sooner to work with us. Really? Because again, you were talking smack from day one that you didn't want to work with Taylor. You didn't trust her. Was she supposed to come to you like in the hotel before the game started? Like, I don't understand. But Amira asks straight up, did you tell Monty that Paloma is gunning for the guys? And Taylor says, no. She says, I told Monty that he should talk to the girls because the girls noticed that all the guys were getting super close being in the have-not room together, and they were getting kind of worried that maybe those guys are going to be targeting the girls. So Taylor says, I told Monty to talk to Paloma specifically because let's be real, Paloma talks the most, and if you talk to Paloma, she will talk to the rest of the girls and make sure that they know the guys are not coming after them. So Amira's like, yeah, that makes sense. I want to be clear too, I honestly do not know what exactly was said between Taylor and Monty in that initial conversation, what the wording was, if Taylor said, hey, Paloma's coming after you, or if it was what Taylor is saying now. I don't think that conversation was on feeds. I haven't seen any receipts for it. I haven't seen any timestamps, so I don't know for sure. But anyway, Brittany says, all right, there's still a lot that can happen. We have a 1 in 5 chance that all of us girls between the nominees and the backstagers can stay this week and we can get back on track, what we were planning on doing. She means if Terrence goes. Oh, I don't want Terrence to go. Not Terry. So a little later, Amira, Alyssa, Paloma, and Jasmine are chatting in the Jetsons' bedroom. And Paloma says she is not planning on talking to Taylor about, like, the big lie. The did you tell Monty that I'm coming after him lie. So Amira says, well, I talked to Taylor about that situation. I asked her point blank. And Amira is sharing how Taylor was saying she always wanted to work with the girls. And Jasmine's like, well, why didn't she try harder? But they all agree it's too late. Taylor's got to go. It's too little, too late from her. Was it ever going to be not too little, too late? I mean, apparently it was already too late night 1. So there's not much that she could do there. But anyway, they talk about how the girls need to stick together and how they can make history if they all make it to the end. There was some talk about possibly pulling Nicole in because she's not really part of the Girls Alliance at this point. But they're not sure who she's aligned with outside of their group other than, like, Daniel. They don't want to bring her in if she's working with, like, all the other guys. So anyway, the girls also talk about their next targets, and they're saying they want Pooch and Turner out of here. So they feel like those guys are all over the place, which they are. Those guys are all also anti-girl. And I just want to say this is something that has been discussed with the rest of the girls already, targeting Pooch and Turner. Okay, that's going to become very important right now because not long after, Brittany is chatting with Pooch in the storage room. And again, Brittany is very nervous about the upcoming backstage twist because she knows if Pooch has to make a decision, if it's up to him to pick, like, one of the backstagers to either be in danger or just to go, she knows that Pooch is closer to Alyssa and Paloma. He's going to pick them over her. So she's like, I gotta give this dude a reason to keep me. I gotta make myself useful here. So first of all, Pooch is like, can I get, like, some safety for next week? And she's like, yeah, of course, sure. So Brittany also says, look, Pooch, I have some straight facts for you. If you keep me around, I'm your girl. Let me prove it to you right now. So Brittany drops that Pooch's name is being thrown around as a target. And she's like, can you guess who's saying it? So Pooch is like, was it Amira? And because he's already had his suspicions about Amira, he has been telling the boys that Amira is going to have to go soon because he feels like she is going to be the one to figure out that there's a guys alliance. How is this not already figured out? Like, I mean, it's so ridiculous how these guys are all hanging out together and, like, together. But, you know, they're deny. But anyway, he's been talking about how Amir needs to go. So he feels like she's probably the one dropping his name. And Brittany confirms, yes, that is true. Oh, shit. So, yeah. Pooch has also been talking about how, like, Indy and Paloma and basically all the girls need to go. I don't like the way this season is shaping up so far, but hopefully it'll get better. It's week 1. So anyway, Brittany is also telling Pooch, look, if you have to make a decision and you keep me around, you would also be breaking up the duo of Alyssa and Paloma, and I would be on your side. So she's giving him some stuff to think about. And then Brittany has an interesting chat with Taylor in the storage room, and Brittany's telling Taylor, I think we can work together. It's going to be awesome. And she tells Taylor, people are threatened by you. They think you're going to be a really strong player, and that's why you're really up on the block. This reason that Daniel gave in his speech, like that you're rubbing people the wrong way or whatever, they created a BS reason for show because they can't say, like, we feel threatened by you, or that's not something they're willing to say at this point. So they're taking like any little thing and blowing it up and making that the reason. So Taylor is suspecting that the real reason could be the situation with Monty that she was discussing earlier with Amira. So Brittany's like, yeah, Paloma was the one that spread that rumor all around the house. She took it and she ran with it. Ah! Oh my God, Brittany is spilling all this info. So then Brittany is saying, if this backstage twist involves some sort of competition and we're all in it, like, we should work together so that we can both be safe. And Taylor agrees. She's like, yeah, let's do this. Okay. So back to the Pooch and Amira drama. Guess what? Apparently Pooch confronted Amira about this information that he got from Brittany, but it happened off of the feed. So we did not get to see it, but we heard about it. So apparently Pooch told Amira that Brittany is saying that Amira would put him up on the block. This information is now spreading around the house, but get this. Pooch believes that Brittany is just making this stuff up because she's desperate. He thinks that he's good with Amira. He doesn't believe that she said that. Oh my God, I'm getting freaking deja vu. This is deja vu to the whole Taylor, Monty, Paloma situation. Pooch is like, yeah, I shook hands with Amira like 2 days ago that we're good. We're not going after each other next week. She was lying. But yeah, he believes Amira over Brittany. So now the girls are not happy with Brittany because, like, they know Amira did say that she's going after Pooch, and now Amira feels like if she wins HOH, she can't go ahead and go after Pooch. Why? Just do it anyway. But Amira is saying at this point she would rather get rid of Brittany over Taylor if the opportunity arises this week. Damn. Pooch has also now been saying, well, he was going to put Brittany up next week anyway, but now he's like, great, now I have a reason to do it because she's lying to me. She's not lying. But Pooch's target next week, as of now, would be Indy. Okay. Keep that in your back pocket. So, in other news, poor Taylor, is still trying to figure out whose feelings she hurt because she's going around and basically asking everybody, like, did I do anything to offend you? Because judging by Daniel's speech, I did, but like everyone's telling her, no, it wasn't me. So she's not getting like clear answers here, but she has a gut feeling that it's Monty. Something happened with Monty. So she has a chat with him and they talk about the drama with the Taylor, Monty, Paloma situation. And Taylor clarifies she was not saying that Paloma was targeting the guys. She was trying to help everybody out, really, because she wanted Monty to talk to Paloma and let her know the guys are not targeting the girls. So Monty says he misinterpreted what she said. And he was like, I didn't know that Paloma was going to go around and tell the whole house and like be all emotional about it. Come on. He also said, like, I didn't do that with the intention of like trying to get you out of here. Yes, you did. You freaking did. But anyway, they kind of clear the air. But later, Monty's talking to Joe about how Taylor still has to go. All right. So anyway, also last night, Amira, Jasmine, Indy, and Brittany were all chatting at one point. Chatting about the Girls Alliance, trying to make sure that there aren't already like cracks that are going to destroy the whole thing. So Amira says, I just want everyone to keep my name out of their mouths. Ugh! I'm sure Brittany was like, oh shit on the inside. Brittany says, the guys might be planting seeds of doubt to try and break us up. She says we need to check in with each other when we hear stuff about each other and just confirm that it's not true. Like, we need to go to each other and be open. So Amira says, all right, well, something is going around and I'm not happy about it. Brittany, I have to assume, is crapping her pants at this point because she just sold Amira out to Pooch. So Brittany says, someone's probably making stuff up about me to make it easy to get rid of me. And Amira says, no, it's not about you. It is. But Amira says, there's a rumor going around that I want to take out Pooch. And I have only shared this with the Girls Alliance. So somebody is kind of like leaking information here. And Brittany's like, well, who told you that? And Mira says, I don't want to say. I want to find out who started it. She knows who started it. So Amira's like, you know what? I just want to move past it. Things spread really quickly through this house. We need to remember that. We're just getting started here. Like, do we really want this alliance to fall apart already? So of course Brittany's in agreement, like, yeah, we need to move past it. And she's like, I don't have anyone except for you girls, like the Girls Alliance and Michael. So I'm not gonna do anything to screw you over. You did though. So yeah, that was all last night. We'll see what comes of that situation. I'm sure Amira is going to be keeping an extra eye on Brittany at this point. But today, nothing too crazy happening game-wise so far. I have to ask at this point, like, is Paloma okay? I'm genuinely worried for her and for her mental health at this point. At first, it was like, this girl is crazy. But now it's like, I'm worried for her and it's upsetting because it's kind of starting to remind me of, like, Kelly Ben-Simone on Real Housewives of New York when they were on Scary Island and she was just, like, talking about jelly beans and Al Sharpton and just saying like random stuff, because that's kind of what we're getting from Paloma at this point. She's talking about how she feels like they're just in a dream or like a simulation, Inception, like the metaverse. I think part of it is that she needs sleep because she's like incredibly sleep deprived right now. But I don't know. I just hope that if she is in some sort of a situation mentally, that she will get the help that she needs, because it's getting kind of like difficult to watch and I'm legitimately worried. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. At this point, hello. Yeah. At this point it still looks like thank you. Like Taylor is going voting wise, but then again, we don't know what's going to happen.
Look
with
at this baby.
I know, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, handsome.
Oh.
We don't know what's going to happen with this backstage twist, so we'll see. We've got 2 days left until the eviction. I feel terrible for Taylor too, because she's going around and being like, what did I do wrong? But like, she didn't do anything wrong. It's so messed up. All right. So I want to thank today's super chatters because you're all amazing. So Norm the cat is back. Thank you so much.
Meow.
Jefferson Tucker. Yeah. Meow. Jefferson Tucker. Thank you so much. Gwen Jananian, thank you so much. Jefferson again, thank you so much. Sean, the fiance, thank you so much. Lisa, thank you so much. And Lisa says, so happy I'm able to watch you live today. Thank you for being here. She says, look forward to this every day. That means a lot to us.
Me too.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Thank you. Mindy Silfin, thank you so much. And Mindy says, hi, Maddie. Thanks for all you do. Hi, Janet.
Oh, hi. Thanks for doing all the work so we don't have to. You.
Me? Oh,
Me?
You're welcome, I guess.
You sounded like Sean.
Me?
Me?
Yeah. Thank you, Mindy, and thanks for watching. Bradley Michael, thank you so much. And Bradley says, rumor is one backstage will battle evictee to stay. I saw that rumor too, and that sounds very exciting. And
Sounds like it would make sense.
It sounds like it would make sense, yeah. Like maybe they do the eviction vote, and then Julie's like, hold on, I got something to say.
Yeah.
They're going to have one backstager be safe because of America's vote.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe Pooch has to choose between the 2 remaining to decide who's going to compete.
Choose, or the evicted person gets to choose.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
What if it was Taylor up against Paloma?
My brain would explode. That would be incredible TV to watch.
That would be
absolutely wild.
Ultimate.
Yeah. I could totally see it being something like that.
It would be like Mufasa versus Scar.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. What if, like, you're a Big Brother production and you know what the twist is and you see all the theories popping up and you realize that the theories are better than the actual twist?
Do you change
Do
it?
you change
Yes,
it at the
you
last
do.
minute?
If you want to keep your job, you change it.
Yeah, crazy. But anyway, thank you for sharing that, Bradley. Chris F, thank you so much for the super chat. And Chris says, thanks for the update as always, especially this season, so I don't have to watch the feeds. I'm hoping the feeds are going to get better. I love when it's like actually fun to watch, and
We want fun feeds.
we want fun feeds. We're team fun feeds. So
We don't want crazy feeds. We just want fun.
yeah, so hopefully it's gonna get better, but thank you for watching. Ian Caballo, thank you so much. And Ian says, thank you so much for the updates. I'm gonna need a triple shot. Paloma, if this backstage twist doesn't redeem the first week. I know, right? Best delusional statement thus far. I mean, her talking about winning the money has really been like insane to me. And saying like, I already figured it out. Like, we're gonna play it out anyway, even though I already checkmated. But also just like the audacity of her to say this to other people competing for the money. It's a bit much.
Worse, her saying that or Taylor saying, "This is my finale dress."
Definitely Paloma. Way
Yeah,
worse. Ian also says BB Australia just crowned first two-time winner, a must-watch. Oh my God, was it?
Was it Tim?
Was it Tim? I guess no spoilers, but like, was it Tim? Because I love Tim. Maybe like DM me if you can. Maybe I should just look it up later. I love Tim. All right. Thank you again, Ian, and thanks to Carolyn Harmon. Thank you for the super chat, and Books and Quirks. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it from everybody. Yeah. Okay, I guess don't put the winner in the chat because I know there's some people that are watching Australia. I'll just look it up. But
that would be amazing.
Yeah, it would. All right. So thank you all so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow for more. And until next time, much love. Bye, everybody. Bye. Have a good night. Bye. Bye.